Discord server. I'm just gonna show you something that we have going here. I'm gonna start. Oh, no playlist, really? Weird. No playlist. Yeah, we can go. Weird. Why isn't it playing? Alright, so what basically happened last night is, well, I was playing with Endemic and K9. We noticed that, and Paulina, Endemic's girlfriend, we were having trouble like getting into Clash. We're having trouble getting into Clash. Yo, what's up, Dusty? So what happened is we were having a lot of trouble going into the Clash, and basically we actually had the game change all of the XP. And Devik was saying like he gained a bunch of XP and he gained a bunch of levels, and I'm like, that can happen. Then I checked my own and I actually saw I was at around 860 somewhat levels. I jumped to 886 levels in my loadout. What happened is they reassigned the way XP works in the game. The way it was working currently is you got to get to the first level, it's 2. To get to the second level, to get to the third level, it was going to be 325 XP. They've rescaled everything. That it's a growing scale. As you reach the end, it's going to take you the most time to get. It's going to be the longest to get that XP. It's going to be 3,270 to get to level 20 versus 2,800 before, 2,870. But somebody actually found Not So Urgent Mountain. He found this in screenshots. So this is old XP versus new XP. If you notice the new XP, it's actually a growing scale. So what started to happen is some of us already have, some of these numbers have been already met. We already have that XP. So it started rejiggering everything or readjusting everything and re-giving you more XP. When it's ready, soon. That's the only thing you're gonna get. What you can do is what I always do is if you see Cloakin is on, you could always ask him, hey Cloakin, you think it's coming out today? And Cloakin will usually tell you, hey, nah, I don't know, I don't think it's coming out today because there's a few more things we're trying to fix and it's gonna work. Like last week I found out it wasn't coming out at all because Cloakin told me, hey, it's not coming out this week. So what you do is you just keep asking the devs because they're the only people who are gonna know. No one else will. And the best thing you just do is when they're on, you ask. Cloakin's usually the best guy to ask for it. Like, you know it's coming out once you see Secret Service directive. You know it's coming out once you see patch notes. That's what you gotta wait for. I'm waiting for the SDD or I'm waiting for the patch notes. He used to talk to everybody more, but what happened is, this is the one, if you look a week ago, I did, after the HiVE stream, late night I came on and did a news, after talking to Cloakin a little bit, he gave me some info, so I did a little news thing that I posted on my YouTube site. The whole idea is they don't feel like they're where they want to be, and there's a lot of things that they want to add, so what they've been doing is they've been staying off, they haven't even been playing the game really, they've been focusing heavily on just getting the stuff done, so that's the issue. But like if you look at the new setup that they have set up for XP, hey, what's up K9? You'll see that the final XP number is going to be 3270 to get your level 20. Before it used to be 2875. So what they just did is they made it into a growing scale, and because they readjusted the scale of some of it, some of the stuff that you have has already reached those levels. Like I have duplicate trinkets, one that was sitting at level 3 and one that was sitting at level 2. Both of those trinkets jumped 3 levels. One of them is now level 3 and the other one's level 5 because I had so much XP in them. When they reset everything, I jumped a bunch of levels. So that's literally what's going on. So everybody, you're getting a lot more levels, you're getting a lot more gear. And what it means is now when you get new stuff, you can actually gain levels a lot faster and get it to a much more a state where it feels really good. Instead of having, if you look at these old levels, somebody thought, Hexeter thought 11 to 12 was a mistake and 12 to 13 was a mistake. That's actually correct. I actually have an old video that I just did maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And then what you literally will see is from level 10 to level 11 is 1500. From level, 11 to level 12 is 1500. Like both of them will take 1500 XP. We thought it was an error, but that's actually 100% correct. And then you'll see it probably should have been 16 or 17, but they didn't do that, or even 1750. They didn't do that. So what happens is the next one jumps from 1515 to 1800. But if you notice, like the scale doesn't really make that much sense. Like they catch up again to each other around level 15 or level 16. It makes a little bit more sense. It's just that once you pass 15, then it starts getting hard to level stuff, which makes a lot more sense. Where before, once you pass level 7, it was really hard to level stuff. Once you pass level 7, it was all over. You're just like, oh my god, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. It takes forever to do that. So by having it grow gradually in a nice staircase-like way, it's a much easier experience when you're leveling stuff up, which is a good thing. So like these are little tweaks that they're doing on the server side that they don't have to update the whole game to do. I don't know if this also helped, but in the last 3 days, I haven't been seeing the lag spikes that I was seeing like last week. Whew, that was just disgusting. The lag was really, really bad. So it's a lot better right now. So the whole idea is, I just left this for it. I want you to go into here. I'm just playing around with the builds, but you'll see my new number is at I'm at level 900 right now. So when they did the readjustment too, some of my levels to get my stuff to the next level dropped to like 2. I needed 2 dust. Some I needed 120. Some I needed under 400. I had some stuff that was like 500, 600 away. I was like, you know what? I have like 45,000 dust or 46,000 dust. I spent 5,000 dust yesterday and just got it up to 900. So it's a decent amount. There's good stuff here, but now I don't know what we're getting in ascension levels. I don't know if we're getting items. I don't know if we're getting dust. I don't know if we're getting quints. I don't know if we're getting marks. So the reality is, even though there's stuff in the shop, I don't know if I should buy them or might I get them. So that's why I've been holding off a little bit with like stuff that I wanted to buy. Because in shop right now, shield is a really, really good ability. I'm surprised it's not being used more. But imagine having 2,000 or even 1,500 extra health just dumped on you, and you can do it you can do it 4 times in a minute or 5 times in a minute. Like, it's crazy. It's really good. So I remember when Busy and Ran used to use it, I'd have them dead to rights, and then boom, they drop an extra 2 bars of health on the top of themselves, and I couldn't break through. And then they would either score a flag or kill me to run away with the flag. It was so frustrating. But shield is one of those abilities that's really good. Only reason I don't want it is I don't need an extra seeker item. That's my thing. I'm actually trying to finish out my support build, and that's why I'm also trying to save the quints, because I believe the next dual wield weapon is going to be support, and I believe one of the 2 new abilities is going to be support. I believe the mortar cannon might actually be a support ability, because if it is, then I have full support. That's what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build all 9 batters completely to the top. Why wouldn't bloody be allowed? Bizarre. Oh, ascension levels. So let me hide this for a second so you can see. I'm gonna hide the iPad for a second. Oh, she's blocking them. So let me see. I'm gonna go to the images on, what do you call this bad boy? You're getting new guns. We're getting new guns for sure. We're gonna be getting new items. So I believe the only things we're not getting are flamethrowers because they're having issues with that. They added 2 guns that wasn't in the original pack of guns that I knew of. Like, I got a whole new content creators pack with like a bunch of new pictures, like pictures of the new Primal, pictures of the new mask, pictures of Dell, that character who's in the tutorial, 2 of the new guns. That's why you see that one of the new guns is sitting in the corner right there, the Demi Lune. That wasn't in the original pack. So even though they're doing everything they're doing, they're still building guns and adding stuff to it that I didn't even know. Or when they had set the content creator pack, there was stuff that they were adding that wasn't in there before. So they're definitely doing things to it. But where are you? Tweets, news. On Twitter. This is the big thing that this patch is gonna be. That is the most exciting thing that's coming in, and all of us who have a lot of gear already, we're gonna basically be jumping levels like crazy. I think who said it today? I don't know if it was somebody said it today that most likely your ascension level is take away a 0, take away the ones column in your arsenal level, and that might actually be your ascension level. Because like right now, mine would be 90. Yeah, I'm thinking moon chests are gonna be dust, mods, maybe quints, or maybe quints and marks might be safe for the star chest. They could, or the star chest could also be items. Actually, no, they're gonna be items on just sitting in those probably every 10th one. There's gonna be some kind of item sitting there. So I think that's what that's gonna be. What do you mean by are we having XP progression? It's like everything, the way this is done is ascension levels are competed by completing matches, acquiring and upgrading gear, and completing quests. So every time you finish your dailies, they help you towards ascension level. Every time you get gear, that helps towards your ascension level. Every time that you upgrade gear, that helps towards your ascension level. So like if you got level 20 gear, you're gonna have a lot of ascension levels. If you got crazy amounts of gear like I do, you're gonna have high ascension levels. So that's the whole point. So let me see. I think it's gonna be very similar to those stupid traveler's chests. Yeah, those randomly generated nonsenses that I'll never open like ever again. Because I opened one up, guess what I got? I got a green mod and some dust. Twice. Woo! It was useless. Percy and Blue opened it once, they both got Torden. I was hoping I was gonna be lucky. But I forgot rule number 1. Random number generators hate me. So there's no point in ever doing something through random to try to get it. I'm not lucky that way. My daughter, she's super lucky that way. I remember in VG, I got her some marks and a key in a chest. She freaking put the thing in the first time and she got Rainbow Scarf, the white one. Boom, done. Easy peasy. First try. My daughter, I gave her an account. She's playing on the iPad that I gave her. My daughter got Isia at the end of a match. This was a 0.2 still. My daughter got Torden at the end of a match. At the weeklies. I was just like, what the hell is this? And me, the first thing I got a second Sunder. So, random number generators and me don't work. But, like my daughter, random number generators love her. She always gets stuff. It's not a scam. It's randomly number generated. the problem with random number generations, it's either you're lucky or you're not. And I just know I'm not lucky that way. I'm just not. I will run. Let's say they tell you it takes 50 times for you to try to get something. I'm the guy who probably get it on the 48th time. That's how bad it is, if not 50. That's how long it takes for random number generators to go into my favor. They're just not. So, like my daughter, 50 times. If it goes 50 times, you'll get it automatically. My daughter will probably get it on the first or second try. That's how lucky she is with random number generators. I'm not. So it's just the way it is. Really? That might be on your end. Because what happens is, with the stream, if it was buffering on my end, I'd actually see it says I'm losing frames. And I'm not losing any frames. Because I'm not losing anything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the stream on my phone also simultaneously so I can keep track of it. Because sometimes it's not actually me. So I'll keep track of it also, just to see how it's going. Where the hell are you at? I need to go to my channel. Come on, man. Ugh, this is so annoying, bro. Fine, this looks legit. Yeah, I'm the only one streaming. Alright, I'm gonna switch over. And let me bring down the volume. So I'm gonna keep track of it also on my side too to see how it's playing. Alright. And I need this thing more louder. Yeah, but it looks like it's gonna be cool. But it has nothing to do if you're using Wi-Fi or not. Like, I can tell you personally, my Wi-Fi can go so bad sometimes that I'm watching a stream on my TV on my Fire Stick, and then it's buffering. But most people who are watching the stream, they ain't seeing a thing. So it might be the connection you're using might be having issues. And sometimes it's raining or there's wind, and my Wi-Fi sucks. Like I'm buffering while playing CB. It happens. Sometimes it's your connection. It's not the stream. Because like I tell you, when my stream is bad, the program I'm using literally tells me you're dropping frames. It tells me buffering or it drops. To me, ascension levels would be everything. That's a big one. The other one that they're adding to is when they showed you the opening of the thing that they were hiding, please hold, not ready yet. They're going to be adding parties. It's just that there's a bunch of other stuff that they're working on right now that they're focusing on before that. But parties is something that they definitely want to add into it too. Other things they also got to work on is navigation for the controller. The controller should be able to navigate the whole damn thing. I shouldn't have to touch my screen to be able to actually activate or go to a section here. So those are the things. We don't know the patch. It might be within this patch cycle, maybe even within 10. It just depends if they get the code working and it doesn't crash the game like it did when they originally launched SS. That's why parties don't exist, because they were in the original launch and the game could not play, kept crashing, nobody could use it, so they got rid of it and then they relaunched it without parties, and we've been 10 patches since with no parties. So that's how it works. It's all based on what works. Yeah. So here's the test I want to do. I'm gonna go tetrad inside just a bot match. I do not understand why the tetrad is so much weaker or feel so much worse than playing a Sincerity. A Sincerity can blow people up where a Tetrad cannot, and I don't get why. So it's very annoying to me. Like, this is like one of those guns that I don't comprehend why they're so bad, but by stats, the Tetrad should be devastating, but it isn't, and I don't get why is that. But I just want to check it out in Unknown Era. Wait a second, are they releasing the patches or not? Let's see if I can even play. This is great. I might have to go, wow, Unknown Era. Let me see if I'm getting it for everything. Anybody else is having that? Wow! I'm gonna restart. That's impressive. No YouTube. So I'm gonna restart and see what happens. And if push comes to shove, we're in maintenance. What? All right, let's go to Discord. They're gonna basically update it while I'm on stream. They're the best. That's true. You're correct. Maintenance doesn't always mean what we think it means. Maintenance sometimes is there's something wrong, and they're trying to fix. So status. I see nothing here. Yeah, but if that's true, that'd be neat. It'd be nice if it actually goes, because if they did do that, I'd probably be streaming for almost 4 to 5 hours. You caught us in maintenance mode. Yeah, man, they're not even announcing this stuff, man. They're so damn busy. They haven't been, like, the Twitter bot has crashed. So everything they've been bringing up on Twitter, like, you're finding it on Facebook before you find out if it's on what do you call it, on the Discord server. So there's a lot of things, man, that you're not even seeing. So, and yeah, and the status. No. Come on, Sean. Update it, bro. Nah, man, Brawl Stars never. Brawl Stars never. Like, it's the funny thing is, people tell me that it plays like Brawl Stars. I play Brawl Stars. No, it does not play like Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars does not feel like this. Brawl Stars has some fun. I like Brawl Stars soccer mode. It's actually pretty fun. But, no way. This game and Brawl Stars don't play the same. I played Brawl Stars for a week, and I've never played Brawl Stars again. Marvel Realms of Champion. I played that for about a week. I haven't played that again. I played Wild Rift 5 days straight. And then I played it another day, maybe 3 or 4 days later. Then I played another day, 3 or 4 days later. I played it with Busy. I haven't played it in like 5 days. I don't care. Yep, I know it's in maintenance, but they're not saying nothing. Look, what I'm just telling you is Brawl Stars, it's just not my cup of tea. That's the same reason where, like, Brawl Stars is not my favorite game in the world. So when I saw VG All-Stars was just a Brawl Stars clone with VG characters, I'm just like, I don't want to play that. Yeah, it's like I said, it's not a horrible game. It's just not for me. Like, I don't like it. I personally do not like Brawl Stars. And the comparison when people are like, oh, the reason Brawl Stars is so successful and Catalyst Black will not be successful is Brawl Stars is easier to play. You know, really? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's the same way when the person's telling me like, yo, PUBG and other Battle Royale games are really easy to pick up and play. No, they're not. When I was playing PUBG for the first time, and I knew there was a storm in PUBG, when I was playing, I couldn't figure out what the hell the storm was. I couldn't understand what would happen where I'm like, yo, where the hell am I? I'm like, I'm in the storm. I'm like, how did that happen? I could not navigate the map. It took me 5 games to figure it out. So how easy is that? Just because a lot of people play it, if it's the first time I'm playing a game like that and I don't understand it and there's no tutorial, there's no explanation, and I gotta just keep playing and figure it out on my own, how the hell is that simple? And then you're telling me that CB is, oh, it's too complex, the graphics are too rich, it doesn't make sense, it'll never work. Like, that didn't make sense. That the argument that the person was making was ridiculous. It didn't make sense to me at all. And another thing too is you're looking at a game being built in beta and you're comparing it to a game that's fully released and that's in the wild and that's working. Like, how does that even make sense to you? But it's, and then there's another one I saw, another post. Can you make content for CB? Yeah, you can, if you want to. There's so much things you can make content about. You can talk to people if you want to. Oh no, nobody wants to do content for that. It doesn't make any sense. I'll just tell you, month over month, based on the fact that I've been doing CB content and I've been posting it on my YouTube channel, I've had the most growth monthly and the most views monthly, all on just CB information. It's not 1,000, but I was at 108 before I started streaming CB. I'm at 226 right now, and I gain like 2 or 3 people every week or so. There's sometimes I'm gaining like 8 people, 10 people, like it grows fast, and other times it's just 1 or 2 guys I'm gaining. It's still a lot more than what I was doing, just doing my art stuff. So what's gonna happen too is once CB does come out, being one of those people who've been playing it forever and always been talking about it, like, I'm gonna be one of those guys that people are gonna watch the most because I know a lot about it. Actually, I like, if you guys get a chance, Hexeter, he's been streaming a lot too. You should help him build up, get him to that 50, because once he can get to 50, and then if he can get a constant viewership of 3 people or better, he'll be able to become an affiliate and get subs. It's the same thing I'm trying to work on too. But he streams like I used to stream when I first found Twitch, all the time. Like, I couldn't stop streaming. It was like super fun. And the thing too is, I forgot, the next big thing is Eventide is getting its art also in this update. Like, one of the first things I want to do when the update does come out is run Eventide, just to map out the whole map so you can see every section of it. Again, I'm not going to be playing to win. I'm not going to be hunting people down. I'm actually just trying to show the map. So if people can leave me alone, that's all I want to do. I just want to show the map. I'm not really trying to play it. I might try to kill a few bots to get into arena, just because I want to see if they did anything to the arena, but it may just be still vanilla arena, just the way it looked. So yeah, man, if you guys could, I'd appreciate it, because the whole plan is I want to really show it to people, because when it does come out, Secret Service is going to have it first, and that's going to be it. Like, we're going to be the first people to be able to play it, and we're going to be trying to catch whatever bugs or whatever things don't feel right. That's what we got to be looking for too. We got to try to report as much as we can, because once it goes on for 3 or 4 days or 2 or 3 days, everything is 100%. Then they're gonna release it out to the geo beta people. So that's the whole point. And like, while they're waiting to get it, that's what I want to try to do. But what we're gonna do is it's really like sightseeing. We're gonna run to sections and just like ogle and like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, and do nothing else. That's really what I did. Mistral Fragments, when they had originally put the graphics in, that's what I did. I put on a match and I just ran from corner to corner looking at every section. I'm like, oh my god, look at the flowers. Oh my god, look at this. Like, that's all I was doing. Wasn't even playing the game. Could care less. So I want to do that for Eventide too, because it's a much bigger map. I'm telling you, one of the first things you want to go into the new Eventide is definitely the south, so you can see that section with the multiple waterfalls where the behemoth is going to appear. It's going to be really cool. I remember seeing the original version of it in laid out art that wasn't done, and it looked nice. So I can only imagine when they have all this stuff in there. Oh yeah, and I think it's gonna make that map super easy to navigate, because if you ever go to the eastern side of the map and you're trying to get that stupid guardian, I always get confused between all of the stupid rock structures that look exactly the same. Like it took almost 2 months for me to finally get comfortable to know where I am when I'm just looking at the same like rocks everywhere, and now I kind of know where I am. But the way the structures are looking on the map is going to be a lot different. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't think I did. I see it. Exorbitant talisman. I might have seen it once rotate in my shop, like once. Like caretaker, I've seen it rotate in my shop like twice. Cause you don't know how many times I'm just getting like 4 mods, 5 mods. So, like 4 or 5 mod slots all the time. But I get that more than I think is natural. I get way more 5 mod, 4 mod days than anything else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I've only seen it like once in my shop too. I mean, I couldn't buy it, but it was there. So I was just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna pick that up. Yeah, I think so too. I think in the whole time I've been playing, I've seen it once in my shop, and that's really weird when something only has appeared one time. That's very, very bizarre. Like you would expect it to have appeared way more than that, but nah, it's exactly. I've seen it once also. You might be correct. They might have taken it out. Like Bracelet of the Firstborn is there a lot more because more people have it. So, but definitely, I'm hoping mortar totem. I mean, the mortar turrets are support because I'm getting that for sure, and I'm really hoping that the gun, the extra dual wield weapon is support too, because I love dual wield weapons, even if they're good or not. But I'd like to get a full support banner. It's not. It's based on random number generation. This is why it sucks. Like to me, I think they should fix it and make one slot for every item that you have in your loadout. I think that's fair. That would be the most logical one. One for a mask, one for a relic, one for power, one for an ability, one for a heavy, one for a primary, one for a trinket. Like, how is that not logical? You have 6. Each one of those will have a rotation of an item that you don't own, and if you have every item, they become mods. That's the only way it's fair. But to giving me 6 mod slots or 5 mod slots, and there's a bunch of things sitting there that I can't get, like what the hell? The problem is it's a random number generator. You could actually random number generate a bunch of mods again. And the reason I know this is I made a dice game, and you would not believe how the same number keeps coming out over and over and over again for no damn good reason. And you think, wow, random number generation sucks at computers. Try it in real life. You'll keep rolling the same numbers over and over and over again with your dice too. Don't know why, but that's literally what happens. So to me, random number generators suck. I rather force it to be something that I don't own versus it always being mods. Or it could pick from anything. Like, I still don't get the concept of them giving me mods for primals I don't own. I'm not going to buy them. There's no way in hell I'm going to spend 150 to 200 quints on something I don't have. But I'm not talking about weighted. I'm just talking about dice in my house. I'm not trying to win money. I did a random number generating dice game online with an HTML, and I did one with real dice that I have when I played role-playing games. And the numbers consistently keep coming up the same. You would not believe how many times you roll 7s or 8s, 10. Like the same number keeps coming back out more than that seems. It seems like it doesn't even seem random anymore. That they just keep rolling the same thing over and over again. And I see that in a computer screen, and I saw it in real life, and I'm just like, that is just so strange. But that's what random number generators are. They suck. So. But yeah. Sevens, yeah, but it was weird. There were times where I would roll the same double number over and over again, like double four, double four, double four, double four, double four, and I'm just like, Why? Or then you'd get 8, 8, 8, and then you'd roll 6 and 2. Then you roll, what do you call it? You keep getting combinations of 5 and 3, like 4 and 4. Like, it's really weird that you kept getting the same number over and over and over again. And I didn't understand it. It was very strange. So, yeah. Did they update the status? No, man. Come on, Sean. What are you doing, buddy? We expect better from you, Sean. Let's look at Twitter. Because you know Twitter is not actually working right. So you got to go look at Twitter to see, is there something I haven't seen here? No, nothing. Hey, it's D'Enzio. I got to play him one time in VG like a few months ago. Funny things, I didn't know I was playing against him. Yeah, I don't know. All I can just tell you is random number generators are weird. So, it's not fun. Let's see. Are we out of maintenance? Get out of there. Stop showing me this. Stop showing me Discord. Jeez. I'm just hoping that means an update's coming, man. That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, so we're still stuck in it. Yeah, it's the funniest thing I've always noticed, man. The game gets the glitchiest or the dumbest whenever I'm running a stream. Like, everything just goes wrong whenever I'm running a stream. I'm not understanding how this works, but this is getting to be quite annoying. But that's what I've been noticing. Let's see how many people are complaining. Yeah, man. Oh, not so urgent mountain. I'm trying to get him the information. It was so funny, man. Between level 10 and level 11, you basically had to go 1500 in the old days. I thought it was an error. I checked it on YouTube because I had so many videos where I had stuff that were between those two levels, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I thought it was an error too, and I kept checking. I'm like, nah, this is what it is. So yeah, between level 10 and 11 and 11 and 12, it was 1500 XP both times, and then from level 12 to 13 was 1800. So yeah, I mean, whatever they did here, and the only reason I'm sure this has to do with the update also is because if you really think about it, why would you be doing this unless you're preparing for it, right? It's just weird that when they were running it, you weren't able to get into any games. So it was a server update also. So we'll see what happens. But I do like the growth pattern a little bit now. The only ones that are basically harder to get to are level 14 and higher are a little bit more than they were before. But everything else, actually level 12 ain't that great either. But level 13 is not as hard to get to as it used to be. Yeah, I just think it scales a lot better. It's a lot better. Getting to level 10 ain't gonna be such a nightmare anymore. Level 10 ain't that bad at all. That's actually a pretty easy road to 10 compared to what we had to do before. Because like, I mean, from level 7 to level 8, look at the jump, man. Look what you had to do. It was nonsensical. I literally now can jump. I can push my stuff up to level 6 comfortably with dust because I'm using way less dust now. I can push things up to 6 levels easy, and I won't even feel anything about it. It's like most of my stuff will be at level 7 when I start using them now, because it's such a high. It's such a major difference than what it used to be before. And I wonder why it took so long for them to do that. Look, man, why are you bringing out your negative energy? Keep that to yourself, K9. The update is imminent. Don't bring us down, man. We need positive energy. None of this negative stuff. Really, what I really want, man, even Ty. No! Where did you just see that? Boo. Ah, man, just why you come up and ruin our day? Oh. Now we gotta put crying, teary faces. Where is he? Where's Vince? We just need to cry. And then we gotta cry. Yeah. You see, but she said there's no update for now. It didn't say today. We're just prepping at the moment. That's not the same as, but that's not the same as it's mostly not likely today. They're prepping. That's the difference. I'm gonna read exactly what it says. There is no update for now. She didn't say today. She said for now. And we are prepping. We are just prepping for it at the moment. So when you're prepping for it at the moment, it means like you're not getting it this second. But no, I don't like your boo to you, man. Boo. She said most likely not today. She didn't say definitely not today. Again, there is still hope. Now this is even worse. Y'all stop asking questions. Your questions suck. But it could be today. But most likely not. But maybe. Or maybe not at all. It may be at 9 a.m. in the morning. Maybe. You never know. I'm surprised they didn't put it in status, though. Yeah, like they're so out of practice of using status. Ah, man, this is killing me. But possible. Come on, man. Positive energy. Cross your fingers. Maybe everything falls into place when they just like switch it back. I'm like, holy crap. We can do it today. Bloop. Yeah, not today. Most likely not today, though. Yeah, but I'm just, man, one or the other. Like, you don't have to put the update, but I'd love to see the patch notes. You don't have to do the update. I just love to see the Secret Service directive. Because then at least I'll know some of what's coming on. Because I really would love to know what are the possible things you can get in the moon chest and what are the possible things you can get in the sun chest. Like, I'm really interested in that. Like, sun chest seems something like a Mark or a Quint might be something you might be able to get. It doesn't have to be crazy. Even 5 points is better than 0. Even what you call it, even 10 marks is better than none. So, like, I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think one of the things I'm hoping they add eventually is, because I talked to Cloaking about this a while back, is giving you different colors for the different buffs. Like, Penta is green. You should make Deca blue. You should make orange for Mega. You should make it like bright red. like when you're using Omega. Like they should change colors so you know that they're different. No sweet info leaks this time, fellas. Actually, we gotta catch Cloaking. Cloaking is like a loose lip, so he's the guy who sings ships. Oh man. All right, I'm switching from here. You all got to see the Secret Service chat. I'm going back to Catalyst Black one. They got to see our super secret sauce. But yeah, 45 minutes. I'm impatient. I just keep checking to see if I can get back into the game. Come on, let me in. Come on, let me in. Still in maintenance. They're killing me. Oh, wow. So this is something I can do, because this is what I actually plan on doing too. So while I'm waiting, I actually wanted to start doing a little bit more on this story. So I actually have page 1 is done now. I did page 1. That's page 2. Page 3, and this page 4. So what I'm going to start doing with this is I'm going to start cleaning up the art and get it working while I wait for them to, get this ready to go. So what we're gonna do, I got my Blue Jay. So I'm gonna need to get these guys, reduce them. I need to get him reduced. To find this art here too, reduce. And we'll get Sunders down too. So what we'll do is we'll group all of these bad boys together in one layer and one group. So if I need to manipulate them or hide them, I can hide them in one shot. I'm gonna reduce this a little bit too. So what I'm gonna need is, I'm gonna need references for Sunder, and I'm gonna need references for the characters. Oh, I changed her. I changed her to Connie. I was actually supposed to be Maria. Oh well. Connie now. Insert photos. With the album. I'm gonna need the SEC ones. So I need her. I'm gonna need her also to photo. Need you for sure. And I'm going to need Vince. Yes, Cloaking is Tom Holland. Mark Ruffalo, if you want to go a little older. Oh man, it's so funny. But that's why you love those guys, man. They're the ones who give you the info, man. You don't, instead of having to wait for your whole life to just get a little bit of tasty taste. You're able to get a little bit more info from those guys, so it's a good thing. I might do another pass. Yeah, I'm gonna do another pass to start blocking out more cleaner looks for them before I go inking. Or I could just ink like I usually do and fix it while I'm doing that stuff. Alright, so looking at it. So this arm is where this is gonna be. Alright. Woohoo! Thank you. All right, so we'll save here. Appreciate that. Back to the gaming.